Hello, you all. It is Tease. Good day. Good afternoon, good evening. I hope all are well. Hope all are safe. So I just want to speak really quickly in one breath or two about the American fraud. Now, I mentioned before, and I made a video of how basically America itself, like the entire country or the entire system, is basically fraud. It's all fraudulent because it's built off crime and ran by criminals, and then literally everything that you do from birth certificate, hell, even onto your death certificate, it's all fraud. Because literally, while we have all of these entities, they say we need, you need ID, birth certificate, social security, and such, everything that you need, it's like we pay for that, we pay to have it, but they make money on it. And even though I say just American fraud, it goes abroad too. It doesn't just stop at America, but it starts at, and I can only speak on Americans because I guess we have a whole global issue, but it's like we're just one piece of that monster, like as far as America. Because then you have to think of other countries, like who's funding America, who's America paying, who's America doing business with, who'd America steal from, so it's like it definitely goes abroad, but just speaking on America as we know it, as far as the Americans that are here, it's all fraudulent. Everything is fraudulent. Even from the immigration laws are fraudulent. The money part of it's fraudulent. The lie that they told you, and you were literally kidnapped. That's another thing too. It's like they feed us a lie, which is the American history lie of how the American Negroes got here. Pretty much the niggers that are here now, they were stolen from Africa. So literally, what they're basically saying, we only stole a handful of niggers from Africa. Because there's still many, many more Africans in Africa. And I'm talking about the real, I'm not talking about the imposters. Because like I say, Africa could be fraudulent too, but literally, that's why I say it goes such abroad. I literally have to stay focused on America. But literally, these new laws, like the Stop the Asian Hate law, that's fraud. Because it's all fake. Every time they show you an Asian hate attack, it's literally something where there's no motive. Somebody randomly hit me, or it's always something out the blue, or some kind of quote unquote demonic possession. Because that's basically how they're portraying it, as if someone was obsessed or what is it, possessed by a demon. They never say, you didn't give me my change, or you stepped in my shoe, so I hit you across the head. I guess that'll be a reason, even though it's not a good reason. But just doing it just because there's no just what happened? Just some random nigger hit me. And so it's basically fraudulent because this country's set to make it seem like, okay, the American niggers are the monsters. Now, I'm not saying that we don't contribute to our own demise, but I can promise you there's much bigger monsters than Diddy, R. Kelly, and Bill Cosby put together. You see what I'm saying? And those are just some of your quote-unquote American criminals. But I want to say just focus on the recent laws, like even the squatter laws. Like, you wouldn't even necessarily know. One second. You wouldn't even necessarily know what squatting means until or unless you're in a pickle where you run into a squatter, where you're deemed a squatter, or something where you're in court. Because they don't really explain it, because if you think about it, squatting is a crime, but it's a crime, but in certain states and in certain situations and for certain calibers of people, it's okay. You see what I'm saying? I don't want to speak as matter of factly, but I don't think pink people, I don't think they're being pushed out of their homes by immigrants. I'm thinking that's literally only okay to push a certain caliber of people out of their homes in certain states. Because the crazy thing is, they say the rule of squatting is, I don't know if it's if they're there for a certain amount of time, if it's an abandoned building and they call themselves occupying it. But basically, there's been situations where people will either leave on vacation, leave for work, or basically leave their home and come back, and there's somebody in the house. they call the police, and the police, oh, well, there's nothing we can do about it. So there's nothing you can do about it, but yet you still have to keep up with the maintenance of the house, and you still have to take care of that house, and basically virtually take care of the squatter that's in your house as well. So I'm thinking, like, only in America with some twisted, sick, and they call it loopholes. Ain't no such thing as no damn loopholes, because who grants these loopholes? Who would grant the loophole if you go to a hotel, mind you? So if you go to a hotel that you pay for, let's say you pay for 2 nights, and you decide that, hey, I'm going to stay because it's the weekend, or because I just need 2 extra days, and you're going to stay. You know good and damn well you couldn't stay 1 minute past the damn checkout, because let's say the checkout is at 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock p.m. I would say within 10 or 15 minutes of that checkout, you're going to be getting notified, hey, are you staying or are you leaving? And then what they'll do is they'll thank you before you actually check. Oh, thank you for staying at so-and-so. Hopefully you'll come back. And you haven't even checked out yet. So that means you'll get the heads up to get the hell out before it's time for you to leave. So in hotels, I want to say you could probably never squat in a hotel, which you paid for, mind you. But you can squat into a house that you broke into, and legally you can't make them leave. And I'm thinking, like, only in America, because this American law is fraudulent, because it only works for certain people. I mean, I'm thinking, now, if you want to steal an old melanated man's or old melanated woman's house, I think that's perfectly acceptable in America. I doubt that you can go to the house on the hills and set up shop in one of those mansions, or the house on the hills, or a penthouse, and say, oh, I'm going to squat here, or I'm not leaving. And I'm thinking, in certain situations, if the police have to show up because you're literally squatting in someone's house, that can very easily be a deadly situation, because that's what usually happens when you're in somebody's house. I come home from work or come home from vacation. Hell, even if I was going for 10 years, if that's your house, that's your house. But you come back and somebody's living in your house, and the law says that you can't do anything about it. Oh, please. I can promise you that only works for certain people in certain places. Because I wonder how that works in Florida in the stand your ground. But then again, I guess you could still be penalized, because I don't know if there's any, I don't know exactly where the situation happened, but I guess someone was squatting, and the squatter ended up getting taken out for being in someone's house, and the owner was arrested. So basically, if you're the owner and there's a squatter in your house, that squatter will have more rights than you. Even now, how foreigners and migrants have more rights than the original Americans or the original people, because we're in a fraudulent system. It's all fraud. And it's only going strong because we all participate. We keep this monster alive by participate in complying with the fraud. Literally, if it's fraud to rob you blind, and you're giving your money in order to be robbed back. So really, are you being robbed if you're giving away your money, though? Because I can tell you, okay, this ham sandwich would be $150, and you pay it. I mean, are you really getting robbed, or are you participating with your own robbery? You know, some stuff you should know, because there's people complaining, oh, we can't pay rent, or everything's too high, or inflation. And while you're complaining about rent and then everything is too high, you're still paying for it. So after a certain time, you either shut up and pay for it, or you do the latter. You find the alternative. If rent is high as hell, it's obviously time to come together. Put your money, put your heads, and put your resources together and build, or to, do something to expand. But no, we don't do that. We'll just sit in the same bubble. We'll sit in the same system, and we'll sit under the same vacuum cleaner, getting sucked and milked dry. So I'm thinking, if anybody's online or complaining about how high anything is, and you're not doing anything about it other than just paying for it or participating, then after a while you must shut the hell up, because that's our problem. And we'll complain all day, but we're still participating. Oh, gas is $50 a gallon, and then while you complaining, you're at the pump. So it's like, shut the hell up, because you're going to pay for it anyway. You're going to feed the monster. So you feed the monster, shut up. And then even you get the people, oh, well, they made me get the shot. Here's the thing. Only time someone can make you get the serum is if they literally have a gun to your head, have your hands tied up with your arm out for them to stab your arm. Like, literally, if you set an appointment, you walk your ass down to the clinic to get shot, you hold your arm out and you receive the Band-Aid and you say, oh, thank you, and then they say you're welcome. You did that yourself. You didn't get made to do nothing. You didn't. Everybody want to blame. They want to make stupid decisions and rash decisions and then blame. Oh, they made me do it. You sound like the pink woman. And actually, that's a whole nother video. Or do I throw it in this video? Because that is still fraud. There was a pink woman that popped up on the Diddy case. He ruined me. I was like, oh, you better believe it. Now Diddy's gonna be ruined. It seems like nothing moves or nothing shakes, or you don't see any real damage until there's a pink woman involved. And you see what happened with Bill Cosby and Kobe? It seems like you don't really get brought down until a pink woman is involved. Yeah, the Cassie thing was bad, but I don't think it was as bad. There literally was a pink lady on live yesterday, live news with an attorney. Diddy ruined me, and that pink woman came out just now. So, yeah, I want to say that's the icing, or that might be the coffin, the nail in the coffin for Diddy. Want the pink woman? Oh, he violated me. So that's what I'm saying. That's what you all sound like. Anybody who said that someone made you get the serum, like no. Nobody made you get anything unless you were tied up and they had a gun, literally had a gun to your hand and tied you up. That's making you get it, because they're literally dragging you to the clinic, or one person's holding your arm, or one person holding, if you're being held down, okay, that's them making you do it, and that's them actually stabbing you for them. But no, if you hold your arm out and you tell them, oh yeah, I'm here for the serum so I can keep my job, no, you didn't get made to do nothing. You walked your ass down there and got it. So that's just to really reiterate on what's really going on. And hell, that'll make you fraudulent. Because like I say, you sounding like a pink woman now. You go and do something that you did or that you wanted to do. And then when things don't work out your way, they made us do it. Yeah. You sound like a pink woman. Yeah, so like I say, everything is all fraudulent, and we actually all participate. We participate with the fraud because you participate with these illegal laws, like literally mistreating one caliber of people to feel like something, or you're in the house on the hills while the people at the bottom are eating out the garbage can and everybody's okay with it. I want to say yes, everybody does participate with the fraud. Yeah, it might be ran by a few demons at the top, but all of you perpetrators, you all participate. Because again, just by our position in this world and in the system, like again, if I'm at the top making a lot of money, I'm okay with people at the bottom eating out the garbage can. When I know that I can help them, or when I know I can make a huge difference. But guess what? I'm not. Because we're selfish and evil and fraudulent. And then another thing too, while I'm looking down at you, I'm using your money against you. So yeah, we're very, very, very fraudulent. We will pay money to the system. We will pay these people to kill you and then cry wolf. And I'm like, wow. So instead of coming together and helping each other, everybody will spill off, or we're going to do our own thing. Or I'm going to let the world know that I got it, or I'm not one of you. So then therefore, while you're getting mistreated, it has nothing to do with me. Because that's the same thing with the American niggers. That's what they do. As long as it's them, everything's fine. But the second that you get an inch of that American nigger treatment, and then everybody want to cry foul, you want to, it's not fair, then you want to feel the raft. But like, notice how everybody's content and complicit. Nobody does anything, or nobody does enough to fix that monster, because everybody's content. Hey, well, it ain't me. Or, well, I got it, you don't. Y'all niggas might be broke. I'm good. I got my money phone. You see what I'm saying? We're too sick. We're sick in the head. And we keep this system alive. We literally pay the system. Somebody had a video of, it was probably a video of like 10 prom graduations of niggers going above and beyond for prom. And it's like you're spending like literally your whole life savings to have this extravagant prom for a student that probably will never graduate, or will probably never do anything with themselves. But that just shows you where our mentality is. It's like we're so busy trying to be seen, and I want the world to know that, hey, I'm not broke, even though you really are eating out the garbage can. But since we're so built off materialism, and we have this false image of what's beauty and what's not, I don't know, I think it's just all fraud. Even our indoctrination is fraud. Like, they'll tell you that you're dumb, or you're at the bottom of the food chain, but really you're at the top, and we feed into the lie because we believe it. We really do think, oh, we're the first black this and that. As far as in this era, at this time as we know it, literally, we are people that's been around for millions and billions of years, but yet only now am I the first black president, or I'm the first astronaut, or I'm the first black cook. And I'm thinking like, you are at the beginning of civilized. I'm telling you, we have been so frauded out and lied to the point where we have a mirror in front of you, we still won't see who the hell we are or what the hell that's how badly indoctrinated and badly damaged a majority of us are. That's why, a lot of us, and that's another thing too, I guess I'll merge all of this in one video, since we're all built off fraud. A lot of us, some of us, and I would hate to say most of us, there's no hope for it. It's like you can't save everybody. And just like that movie that I was mentioning, I always reference The Chi, which is it's a very good TV series. You can learn a lot from there. But as I look at it, I'm thinking, this guy, he's literally trying to bring the community back together to where it's like, okay, how can we do this without the police? And you try to do things without the police, and you try to be rational with these Negroes. But it's like, some of them, all they know is violence, all they know is chaos. Until somebody gets hurt, because basically, long story short, you have one of those loudmouth broads or one of those loudmouth baby mamas. I ain't doing nothing. So basically, the guy, he diffused the situation from the inside. So everything calms down on the inside. He tells the guy, hey, just take a walk. You go ahead and leave because the tension is high. And then the loudmouth broad and her new man, we'll talk to them to calm them down. So tell them to stay in the house. They calm down. And you, sir, go take a walk. Yeah, hey, but she hit me. That's why you should go take a walk. Go take a walk. So he goes outside to cool off. The guy's talking to him, just want to, checking on him, make sure everything is diffused. And then when you thought everything was good, here comes this loudmouth broad. Yeah, beat his ass. Yeah. The loudmouth bitch that won't shut up, and they want to keep the shit going because she loves me. That's all she knows is drama. And I don't know why y'all like women like this, but it's like those are the type of women that are killing your ass. But yet this happens too much like clockwork. So she's running her mouth. Yeah, there he is right there. Beat his ass. Yeah. Now, mind you, this bitch was supposed to stay inside while the guy goes outside for air. She comes outside with her new man, or the guy she's fumbling around with, and she basically eggs it on again. Yeah, beat his ass. Yeah, I ain't going nowhere. Yeah, I ain't trying to. Basically, yeah, running her fucking mouth. So basically, the boyfriend pulls a gun on the guy who's supposed to be taking a walk because the bitch started it up again. And he's like, oh, wow, you ain't gonna shoot me. Pretty much it gets lifted again. So the guy tried to break it up. Hey, calm down, man. Hey. To the point where he had to, push the guy to try to take the gun out of the guy's hand. So the gun ends up hitting the ground. The other guy who's supposed to be taking a walk picks up the gun and shoots the boyfriend who pulled the gun on him. And then guess who's screaming at the top of their lungs like somebody shot them? The hackling bitch that egged the fight on the whole time. Oh, no. So what the fuck do you think the guy would have been saying if he would have shot your boyfriend, would have shot him? You'd have been, no. So stuff like that, you can't save people like that who needs drama and love drama so bad to when it happens, they want to scream, no. Or that kind of reminds me of the ones who scream, because somebody used the analogy, you'll raise a terrorist or you'll raise a son that's terrible for the streets and then scream, my baby, or you encourage somebody to do crazy, but then you want me to waste candles. That's all I'm thinking, like, what? And one thing I'm not going to do is waste my time on dead weight. If you're the type that can't be helped, your ass is going to have to go to the blender. That's why there will be a such thing as a blender and a guillotine, because you can't save all these niggas. You really can't. Especially if they're stuck in their ways. You can't rationalize. You can't talk nothing out. You can't calm down. Okay, well, go ahead and make yourself to the blender section, because I can promise you, I'm only helping those who's there's hope for. If you're the type that hackling bitch that won't shut up, before you finish your sentence, you'll be thrown in the blender. I don't care if you're yelling because somebody stepped on your shoe or you were just shot. You will be thrown in the blender because some people, it won't even be worth the gunfire. No, you can't save everybody. Some people are severely damaged. Hell, the best of us are effed up. Literally, it's so easy to be caught up in the mental anguish. Do you know how strong the mental anguish and the mental illness is these days? Especially with all going on, you got so much to worry about from head to toe. And please. Yeah, so we all participate in fraud. Like I say, this immigration shit is fraud. You got people who come here to swim here, to live in your damn house, to eat your food, to spend your money, while you eat out the garbage can. And America is okay with it because it ain't happening to them. We all participate with this fraudulent system. So therefore, we're all guilty. Because nobody does anything about it. If you're just going to deal with it, or you're just going to sit back and watch, or you're going to pray about it, or wait for Pink Jesus to do it, then shut the hell up. Because you already showed yourself. Are you waiting for Pink Jesus? Okay, well, shut the hell up. Don't complain nothing else. Or you just going to sit back and watch? Or you don't plan on doing nothing about it? Or you waiting for somebody to really help you? Or you waiting for Biden? Just be quiet and let them finish destroying you. You waiting for Biden or Pink Jesus to help you? Then you're in trouble. In so many words. So, yeah, I would say just stop participating with the fraud. If gas is $20 a gallon and you know something's not right about that, then don't pay for it. But please don't complain while you're feeding the machine and the monster. $50 a gallon and you complaining at the pump. You paid $300 to fill up a lawnmower. Okay, who paid for it? You? Okay. Again, like I said, if I sell you something, I literally sell you a ham sandwich for $150 and you pay for it, then it's like, you're not being robbed. Because another lady too, there's a lady she does, like credit will show you, well, how can you pay off debt or how can you raise your credit? And she was pretty much saying, most people, she said, you're not broke, you're being robbed. And I'm thinking like, not really. Because even if it's for the bills, do you need the bills that bad though? If it's something where you need it to survive and it's killing you, then it's like, will it really kill you to let it go though? Or are we addicted to it? Because I kind of feel that way sometimes too. I know I don't need it, or I know I don't really have to have it, but it's like, I don't know if you're just comfortable with it or if it's just more, if it's convenient to where it's like, okay, I'm okay with having it, or hell, even okay with it draining you. But I'm thinking with this stuff, and then they use your vulnerabilities against you. Oh, well, you have children, you have a family, you have a house, and you want to keep that together, and you want to keep it, But it's like, are you willing to do the things that you have to do, or do the sorcery to keep this stuff going? Can they tell you to get the serum if you want to keep your house and your job and your family, and then you have to do this and that, and then you got to pay more if you want to keep your house, or pay more to keep your farm, and it's like, we're being frauded out, and then we participate and then complain about it. Yeah, so that's all I'm saying. Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe you can think about that, like these immigration laws. I think the two main fraudulent laws we have right now is the immigration laws and the squatter laws. Yeah, because I feel like that's for them. That's to make the criminals comfortable. Criminals are comfortable while you eat out the garbage can. Because even with the gun laws, only criminals have guns, and then everybody else is sitting duck. Only criminals get heard, and then everybody else is just sitting there looking crazy. All right. And be well, be safe.